Actor and comedian Mike Birbiglia is keeping very busy these days. He's appeared in the hit Netflix series Orange is the New Black, films like Trainwreck and The Fault in Our Stars. But his most recent film is called Don't Think Twice. It's about a group of friends who are all trying to make a name for themselves in the world of comedy and show business. Mike joins us this morning to tell us more. Good morning, Mike.
Good morning to you.
Did I get that right, the description of this movie, this comedy? It's pretty funny, and at the end of the day, from what I understand it's kind of about failure, too, right?
Yeah. Well, it's about, I mean, certainly about failure. It's about friendship. I mean, it's sort of, it's sort of a big chill type of comedy in the sense that it's sort of a you'll laugh, you'll cry kind of movie about a group of best friends where someone gets cast on sort of a Saturday Night Live type of show, and then the rest of them don't. And it's about sort of what happens in friendship when people are jealous and bitter and angry, but it's funny. So
it's
all
really
of the
funny,
things.
Mike. Well, and how
it's all of those. It's the range of emotions, you know.
Well, you have a lot of, comedian friends as well. How true, when you were putting this movie together, are you taken from real kind of life scenarios that you've seen played out kind of behind the scenes, or?
Certainly. I mean, and by the way, I had such a good time in Tampa. I was at the Strass Center, right?
Yes, yes, absolutely.
That is one of the and I go everywhere. It's one of the prettiest theaters in America, hands down. But yeah, I mean, comedians are competitive with each other. I mean, the truth is everybody's competitive with each other. You can't help but, even if your neighbor has an in-ground pool and you have an above-ground pool, you can't help but be like, how come that guy's got that? That doesn't make any sense, like, it's because life is unfair, but it is funny.
Well, and that's what I was going to ask, too, is why do you think, certainly when it comes to the role of comedy and comedians who end up making kind of the big stage and, a bigger name for themselves, why do some make it and then others don't, when there's a lot of funny people out there that, for whatever reason, just don't get the attention they deserve?
It's so hard to say. Like, in some ways, that's what the movie's about. It's like, you always hear people go, like, Eddie Murphy was great, but the real guy was this other guy, and you're like, well, what happened to him? And in some ways, this movie's about sort of the real guy, Tina Fey was brilliant, but the real guy was this other person in Second City, or, and that's sort of what this is about, because, success in this field is, in entertainment, it's very, it's arbitrary to some degree. It takes hard work and some luck, and it's certainly not fair.
Life isn't fair, right? Well, what do you hope people take away after they watch this, other than a couple good laughs?
That's the best advice my mom gave me when I was a kid, because I was the youngest of four. And I would say, so you always get like the smallest piece of pizza or the worst bike or whatever. And I'd go, Mom, it's not fair. And my mom would go, nothing's fair. And in retrospect, that's the best thing you can tell children.
Very true. I have a 2.5-year-old and a 3.5-year-old at home. I tell them that all the time.
Yeah.
Mike,
exactly.
Thank you so much for taking some time with us. It's going to be shown here. You're talking about playing here in Tampa Theater. People can see it there next week, so we're excited.
I'm so excited. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much. And again, you can